The first thing on my long weekend staycation to-do list may be finished. This new spinner, El Cheapo, that star in the middle just screws on, but as it would spin in my winds, it would unscrew the star. So I added a nut and a couple of washers, and we'll see how it does. This one, Grand Champion, and I think it was El Cheapo, big box store, Wally World. This has been up for 2 or 3 years. No problem. This one was coming undone, and then the star would unscrew off and fall off. So now I'm going to put it back there because it's part of my deer proofing up here. My iris, they're purple and yellow, I think. Edith Wolford or something. I planted them before last year. Last year they come up, and just as they were getting ready to get flowers on them, the deer ate them. So, but the plants are looking healthy. And then my beloved daylilies, ditch lilies, are sprouting up. I gotta get some of the bigger weeds in the so bright out here, I don't know if I'm pointing at the right thing. There we go. The thistle thing, the thorn, heavy duty thorn. I think it's some kind of wild rose bush. Man, it's taken over all over here. I gotta get that out of there. But daylilies, ditch lilies are growing. It seems like they've multiplied, so I can't wait to see them. Last night we had a scare, so everybody's accounted for. Well after 11 o'clock, one of the Delawares, the white ones are Delawares, one of the Delawares started raising such a racket. They have this certain walk, walk, walk sound they make when they're upset, and she does it when the feral cat comes around at night. And so she had come out of the coop and into the run and was just making her racket, her warning noise. And so I went out there. I got put batteries in the electric door, so the electric door, coop door, was open. And I went out there, headlamp, flashlight, phone. I got a little tiny clip of some of it, but then I'd put down my phone pretty quickly because I wanted to go in the coop, and I need both hands for that. And yes, was that you last night? That was you last night, wasn't it? And I could see, you'll see it in a little bit of clip I have, that she was looking away from me, which she never does. The Delawares are like puppies. They want my attention. They come towards me, that kind of thing. And I looked on the other side of the fence of the run just in time to see that old possum tail, that possum was making an exit. So he had been apparently circling the coop or whatever he was doing. 3 sides of the coop fence are dug down into the ground, and he was on the side where the dug down part was. So, yeah, that possum and I may have some disagreements if he keeps going around the chicken coop. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. The gate part is not dug down in the dirt. It just lays on top of the ground. And so if I fortify that, I won't be so worried about the possum. Because my coop is also, or my run is also the trellis fences, cattle panels. But then I put either mesh wire along the bottom, like, is it 1/4 inch mesh wire, to try to keep out snakes and weasels or whatever. And then the top part, the arch, is covered in chicken wire, and then that tarp, and my tarp's falling apart. I gotta get a new tarp, but I go through a tarp every year because it's so windy up here and it just kind of shreds. But yeah, that was last night. I'll show that tiny little clip. But we had no casualties. Everybody is fine and accounted for, and thanks to, I guess it was Sandy. I have a different name I use for all 3 of the Delawares, but my grandson named one of them Sandy. So I'm going to say thanks to Sandy's loud mouth, I went out there and scared the possum away. Oh, that explains why I thought I was losing dirt out of that container where I had flowers planted last year and squash and catmint. Catmint looks pretty dug up, huh? Bad chickens. They should come with a warning label. Like, you know, same as big machinery like bulldozers and backhoes do. Just in there digging it up.